Hello and welcome to Rushton Caravans and Motorhomes. This is a Compass Caprio 554 and this is just a handy recap video of how everything works so you can secure your holidays going forward. At the front of the caravan there is an Alco stabilised hitch. We need to make sure that the tow ball is kept dry and free of any rust or contaminants so the gripping pads within the hitch head can grip the ball properly. We also have Alco ATC, which is just here, and that's powered through the 13-pin connection on this caravan. If you've got the right connections on the car, that will work effectively like ABS brakes and regain control if the caravan starts to sway. In this compass locker here, we do have a gas locker. So this unit is sealed so no gas can leak inside the cabin, but there are holes in the floor to allow any gas that does escape from the bottle to drop. As we come round, we've got our Aldi central heating exhaust, which is just here. We don't need to do anything with it, just allow it to do its thing. This is where our fresh water comes in, so we need to put the submersible part beneath the water line before plugging into the side of the van. Just here is space for where a battery would go, and our mains, which is just here, as well as our motor mover isolator. We've then got our fridge freezer exhausts, which are just here. We've then got our grey water escape just here, and we've got our toilets. So we've got our flush at the top compartment and the cassette in the bottom there. As we step into the van, we've got our mains isolator just here, our water pump isolator just here, and we've got our lights, which are just there. On this control panel here, this is our Aldi central heating. So this is a combi boiler made by Aldi. To turn it on, press this button. We can then press the menu button. So we can change the temperature by pressing the plus or the minus. The next one is a water boost function. As it works as a combi boiler, the water will warm up as the heating is on. However, if you want to increase the water temperature at a quicker pace, you can press that plus button just there. In the middle of the summer, you probably won't want the heating on, but you'd want hot water. So if you can adjust the temperature down to 5 degrees, that will allow then hot water to still warm up as the system goes from there. We've then got our power source. So we can then use electric, 1, 2, or 3 kilowatts, or the gas, by pressing that one just there. You can use a mixture of electric and gas, and that is the most efficient way of doing it. However, some people will use electric only, and that's absolutely fine because they're going to use electric only sites. But now and again, just use the gas on the system to make sure the burners are clear, and so there'll be no issues. Underneath this offside front bunk is your combi boiler just there, and you've got your water drainage just there. When you're wanting to drain the water, lift the yellow flap up. You've then got the back of the battery box, and you've then got your motor mover control box just there. Underneath the cupboard here, you've also got your trip switches and your fuses. If you are plugged into site and you're not getting any mains power in, if you press the blue test button next to the main breaker, if it trips out, it means there is power coming into the van. If it doesn't trip out, it means that the post that you're plugged into or the cable that you're using is faulty. With the fridge turn on using this one here, we've then got a choice of mains, gas, or the car battery. The reason I say car battery is that it will only run off the live feed from the car if you've got the right connections, and it will only maintain the temperature, it won't cool it down. So prior to dispatching, you would need to make sure that you've cooled it down on the mains or the gas. For the mains and the gas, you can change the temperature using this one here. If we need to reset the fridge, hold this one in for 3 seconds and that will reset the fridge. To open, press this button in here, and then you've got your little freezer compartment at the top, and then you've got a small, you've got your sticker right at the back there which has got the serial number on, so if you need any parts for this particular fridge, they're the numbers you'll need. Copy your paperwork just there. But the hob oven and grill, this lid needs to go fully up before any gas will flow through. You've then got an electric ring and 3 gas ones. They're controlled just here. You've then got your grill and you've got your oven. Do allow this area to cool down before putting this lid back down. With your microwave, we've already taken the plate out because you're about to travel, but just make sure that you take it out while traveling going forward. You've then got the plug top just here to isolate it. When traveling, there is no need to remove this microwave as it is fitted in place and it is vented. As we come back, we've then got this cupboard here, which has got your freestanding table, which is locked into place just there. And you've also got your Aldi central heating reservoir. This reservoir has antifreeze in it, which is what circulates around the caravan to make sure that the system is heating up properly and goes from there. In terms of this system, when antifreeze gets warm, it expands. When it expands, that's how it works. In theory, you won't need to top up the Aldi central heating fluid, but if you ever do, you can remove the white cap at the top there, undo the screw cap, and then pour in. Make sure that you get the G40++ fluid, or speak to an Aldi approved service engineer to do it. As we go into the bedroom area, these are heating grates, so heating will come through there. You've got access under the bed, as well as storage all the way around. Whilst travelling, heaviest items over the axle and spread on the floor. With the toilet, you've got a blue flush button, which is electronic at the top. This one here will light up when it's time to empty. And then you've got a grey catch just down here, so open towards the rear wall. Use the toilet, press the flush. When finished, bring the catch back to the middle. So when it's time to empty, the cassette is in the right place and there's no issues. This is a heated towel rail. Just be aware when the heating is on, that will get very warm. You've then got a vanity unit and your shower. When travelling, best to keep the shower door in this open position, locked into this little plastic catch just here. You've then got a number of catches like this to make sure that doors aren't moving around whilst travelling. So that is the Compass Caprio. If you've got any questions, please don't hesitate to ask.